Hello. How are you? I'm good. It's Tuesday. It's a fun day. It's a very fun day. I'm not doing shit. I'm just kidding. I'm so fucking busy. I'm always busy. My husband's at work. It's normal, like 2 to 11 today. I keep feeling like I have like a fuzzy on my nose. Yeah, fun. I put some makeup on just for the fun of it, as you can see. So I want to show you some fun things I got, okay? Because I got things. First, I got the Glossier Priming Moisturizer. When I got the cleanser and balm before I got a sample of this. So I'm trying this out now because I ordered the full thing because I like the sample. I used it this morning after the shower and I like it so far. I'm going to keep using it and we'll see how it goes. It's the Glossier Priming Moisturizer. And then, you may not remember and you may not care, but I mentioned the Milky Jelly Cleanser when I bought it and how I thought like my face was really dry after using it and I really wasn't sure if it was the cleanser or my face. I've continued to use it and it was my face. My face was just really dry those days. It's much better now. So I really like this stuff too. And then, of course, I am still loving my Rose Balm.com. I highly recommend Glossier products. At least the ones I've had I like. And Glossier has this thing where when you order from them you can get like an affiliate link. So I'll have that in the description box in case you would like to order something from Glossier. It gets you, I believe it's 20% off. Hang on and I'll tell you for sure. Just a moment. Because I have it in my description boxes now. Let me see. Yes, you get 20% off if you use that link. And then I get a $10 store credit, which is cool. That's like win-win for both of us, right? So if you like Glossier, or if you want to try out any of these things, I highly recommend the Milky Jelly Cleanser. It's a very gentle cleanser. If you are looking for that. Like, it says it can be used around the eyes without any problem. I've noticed the area right around my eyes, like kind of along the very top of my cheekbone here, has been getting really sensitive. The moisturizer I was using was a Neutrogena moisturizer. It was like Neutrogena Daily Moisturizer with like SPF 35 or something. I can't use it anymore. It will make the skin burn around here and then a little bit down like here too. It's like both sides of my face, like that kind of shape. All of that will be burning. And it'll go away after a while. But then like when I get in the shower and get water on my face, it's like it reactivates it or something. I don't know chemically what it does, but it'll make it all start burning again. So I can't use that moisturizer anymore. I told Daniel he's gonna have to use that. So that's why I bought this one. This one, though, does not have SPF in it, so I'm going to have to buy a separate SPF. Glossier is really not expensive either. Like, let me tell you real quick. Like, they're probably along the lines of some of, like, the more expensive drugstore brands, but not, like, the highest. So, like, the Milky Jelly Cleanser is $18 and it's 6 fluid ounces. Like, that's quite a bit. The moisturizer I get the priming moisturizer. It's $25 for 1.7 ounces. It should last a long time though. And then the lip balm. Where'd my balm go? Here we go. The lip balm is $12, okay? But they have this set, they call it their Phase 1 set. If you want all 3 of those, you can get the Milky Jelly Cleanser, the Priming Moisturizer, and then whatever scent or non-scent of the balm that you want for $45. Which is really not bad. It's a little bit of a savings from getting them individually. I didn't know I was going to get all 3 of them up front, so I didn't buy all 3 of them as a package like that. I kind of wish I had, but you know. Not sponsored, but I do have that affiliate link that they gave me when I set up my account. So I also, for some reason, really like these bags that they're shipped in. It's like a zippered bag that has like pink bubble wrap inside of it. I don't know why I really like these, and I plan on using them for something. I have 2 of them now. And they put these stickers in with the moisturizer. Like, there's this sticker that says Glossier, and then there's this whole little sheet of stickers. I was like, what's with the stickers? I don't know. I also find it amusing that on this, it says for decorative use only. What else would you use a sticker for? Are you gonna eat it? I don't understand. I do have another moisturizer I like, and it's more heavy duty. So I may purchase this one to just use at night when I need a little more overnight. I got this in a Target beauty box. They do one every month. It's by Laneige. Laneige, I don't friggin' know, but it's the Water Bank Moisture Cream. This is just a sample size. Not really pricey because it's at Target. You wouldn't expect things to be really pricey at Target, but I do like this too. I've been using a lot of it. I also, for anybody that knows what the Ipsy bag is, I got it 1 month. I stopped it after 1 month because Ipsy pissed me off, but in the bag I got this sample of Eva NYC Main Magic 10-in-1 Primer. It's for your hair. It says there's argan oil and sunflower seed oil in it. It promises to do 10 things. Hang on, sometimes I look at this and the print is so tiny, I'm like, how did I ever read this? So it says it gives vitamins and nutrients, detangles, nourishes, strengthens, softens, cuts drying time, which that I've definitely seen, adds shine, reduces frizz, I've seen that too actually, the reduced frizz, and protects against thermal, environmental, and UV damage. So I actually really like it, and I like the smell of it, so I'm going to get more. I found that the full size you can get at Target or Ulta. I'm sure there's other places, but that's what came up in my Google search. And at Ulta it's $11.99 for 6 ounces, so it's not bad. I'm going to get it when I run out. I also got 2 books. So I was looking for some books related to becoming vegetarian and vegan for many reasons. One for advice and one for recipes. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm still not going full vegan. Like, I cannot give up cow's milk, okay? I just can't. Since I was like a teenager, I've had milk in the morning, like chocolate milk, like almost every single day of my life. There's been very few days I've missed that. And then the other thing, what I really like for breakfast right now is overnight oats. And it tastes amazing to me. It's like the first recipe we tried of overnight oats, and I never tried another one because I love this one so much. You just put a half cup of old-fashioned oats in a half cup of milk, some maple syrup for a little bit of sweetness and flavor, and then a little bit of cinnamon. Put it in the refrigerator overnight. Good to go the next morning. I love it, and I eat it cold. Like, for overnight oats, some people like to heat them up, or at least warm it to like room temperature. I like it cold. And I really like it, and it's pretty healthy. This is not processed oats, it's actual oats, you know, which are good for you. So those 2 things every day I have milk in. And I've tried other kinds of milk. I've tried soy milk, I've tried coconut milk, and I've tried cashew milk so far. It's not that I necessarily dislike the taste of those, but they don't taste the same. So I don't like them with chocolate milk, and I don't like them in my oatmeal. So I'm not giving up that milk. I may give up the rest of dairy. Like, I could give up cheese. I like cheese. It wouldn't be the best It wouldn't be an idea I love, giving up cheese, but I could do it. So I'm still trying to figure out exactly how far I'm going with this, if I'm giving up meat completely, and all that kind of stuff, so. But, because of that, I bought a few books. I already showed you guys this book, Crazy Sexy Diet, which I am going to tell you more about. And then yesterday and today I got 2 others. I got Eating in the Light by Doreen Virtue and Becky Black, Making the Switch to Veganism on Your Spiritual Path. This was actually the first one I wanted because the book I've told you guys about, Magical Housekeeping by Tess Whitehurst, she recommends this book. So I got that one, and then this one is a lot of recipes. It's called But I Could Never Go Vegan, 125 Recipes, 0 Excuses, You Can Live Without Cheese, It's Not All Rabbit Food, and Your Friends Will Still Come Over for Dinner. So it's got 125 recipes in here, which is the main reason I wanted this one, for recipes. So I'm gonna go through that too. That's all I had sitting here to show you. I don't know, because I'm trying different things in different settings on my camera right now. I'm trying to get, like, I notice sometimes the video looks grainy. And what I have figured out is if there's not enough light, you know, from the camera's point of view, not from mine, but if the camera doesn't have enough light, it gets grainy. So that's why I have, like, all the lights over there on dining room and kitchen. I have the blinds open, of course, as usual, and I'm kind of like trying to remember to turn towards the blinds sometimes so the light from outside actually hits my face, so it's not so grainy. I mean, this camera works for my purposes. It was about $350. It is a... You shush. Why didn't my phone just talk to me? Let's just put that on silent, shall we? I don't need you. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so I'm trying to remember to stay in the light. This camera's a pretty good camera, though. It's the Sony CyberShot. Hang on. I can't remember all the little letters. Hang on. You're looking at all kinds of weird stuff. It's like DSCHX80 or something like that. Hang on. Oh, there it is. DSCHX80. Look. I had it right. I didn't even know it. Anyway, I'm changing settings. And the camera, like, has a limit for each file size. Depending on what type of file you're doing, it's either 2 gigabytes or 4 gigabytes, or megabytes. Megabytes. Gigabytes seems ridiculous. I don't know. Whatever. When it reaches that limit, that's when it does the things that I've complained about before, where it'll keep recording, but it will, at least the first time it does it, it will keep recording, but it will divide it into 2 files, and the transition between those 2 files isn't a good transition. Like, the audio gets distorted right there, which is kind of annoying. Like, I understand if the camera needs to switch it, you know, divide it into 2 files, but fix the transition. So, I don't know when it's about to do that, so I'm gonna preemptively stop and start again. And now we've started again. Did you miss me? I was gone a whole half a second. Alright, so I want to tell you some things about the Crazy Sexy Diet book, okay? This is by a woman named Kris Carr. She was diagnosed with cancer, and she decided she was going to do everything she could to make herself more healthy. And so she went to, like, a kind of mainly raw foods, vegetable and fruit diet. She cut out sugar, cut out meat, and that kind of stuff. And, you know, she's still around today, so it worked for her. I'm not saying changing your diet can cure cancer. But it certainly doesn't hurt to make yourself healthier. So, It actually, like, there's like two, I guess, forewords by like two different people. And one of them is a doctor, and one of the statements he made, um, he was talking about her diagnosis, was really interesting to me. He said he's had patients tell him that being diagnosed with cancer was the best thing that happened to them. And that's an odd statement, obviously. But the reason they say it is because that's what it took to make them start changing their life. Um, and now they feel healthier and they feel more joyful and they feel like they have more meaning in their life and stuff. So, he went on to say, it's not that we look for illness or suffering, but it does happen sometimes. And, what we do about it is what makes the biggest difference. And one of his statements had the biggest impact on me was, even when we can't be cured, we can be healed, becoming more whole. And I thought that was a really interesting concept. There's a lot of chronic diseases out there that can't be cured, but you can do what you can to try to heal yourself, which is not the same thing as being cured. So it's a little bit of some inspiration for me. And then there was another passage. This is like once the author actually, it's her part, which is the majority of the book, obviously. And so what she says is, there are many things out of your control. Your neighbor's bratty kid, rainstorms, skinny jeans, and tube tops. Yet you actually have a lot of power over your health, happiness, and life. And it all starts with your mouth. What you put in it and words that come out of it determine your destiny. Shitty nutrition and chemical purchase will wear you out. True. And then she says, stinking thinking, which I think is her way of saying, like, negative thoughts. She has a good sense of humor, though, so she makes jokes a lot. But stinking thinking and verbal self-abuse amputate your angel wings. And I thought about that, and, I immediately got this visualization of myself with angel wings, and then thought about, the things I say to myself in my head, the food I eat, that kind of stuff, could actually be, harming those wings, if that makes sense. It's more of a metaphor than anything else, obviously. I don't have some wings coming out of my back. I do have some wings on my wrist, though. See? Wings. It's really hard to turn my... Okay, anyway. So, that really kind of got me thinking. Really thinking more about, what am I doing to my own body by the stuff I eat and the things I do, and how I talk to myself and that kind of thing. So I think it's really interesting. Yeah. So I'm still working on that book and 3 other books. Anyway, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about that. I feel like a lot of what she says in here is inspirational, so yeah. Alright, I'm going to let you go. I will see you later. Bye. Peeps. I just had to touch up, clean up some stuff, because I don't make it that often right now. And so, I'll go to rub my eye or scratch my eye or something and pull my hand away and go, ow, mascara, eyeliner, eyeshadow. So I had to go clean it up. I'm a fucking mess, alright? I'm just a fucking mess. Oh, fuck. I am still doing the no foundation thing, you might be able to tell. I'm using the Wet n Wild Glow Stick for the blush. It's kind of a shimmery blush. Not sure how I feel. It goes on really dark, but it shears out real quick. I didn't put anything on my lips today. I'm using a Wet n Wild eyeliner, and I'm using a ColourPop Super Shock eyeshadow, but I don't remember what it's called. Is it creasing? Do we have creases? I can't tell. It's really hard to tell on this tiny little screen. Also, my eyes look weird when I was doing that. Let's never do that again. That was slightly scary. It's so scary. Slightly scary. I think I'm gonna go take my walk. It's only like 80 degrees outside and it's cloudy. Daniel won't be home until 11. Actually, scratch that. I just realized I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat first, then I'm gonna go take my walk. Sounds like a good plan to me. Alright, that's my plan now. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna eat something. I don't know what the hell to eat though. It's not that easy when you're trying to eat healthy. I'll figure it out. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.